Hi everyone, Dr. Brooke here. I wanted to hop on today and do a short training video about what you can expect when your real-time Mindsight activates. So I had a couple of requests for this video. So this video will actually concentrate on the process of what you can expect to feel physically and also what you can expect to experience mentally. So, as your real time sight starts to activate, the first thing that most people report is seeing stars. When you first put the mask on, and again, I encourage you in the beginning to keep your mask comfortable and maybe just slightly loose. I know this is challenging for your analytical mind, but this is so important to develop the real time sight. So once you get your real time sight, you can definitely adjust the mask and you can definitely do multiple masks and eye patches and all kinds of cool things. So in the beginning, keep your mask just a little bit loose. And when you first put your mask on, you're probably just going to see it's going to look pitch black. And then most likely the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to start seeing a little bit of light, and it's mainly probably going to be to the side, like the peripheral. And then you're going to start seeing stars. Now, all of this could happen the first day, the first time you try it, or it could take you several tries. This is definitely a development process, and everyone is a little bit different, okay? So when those stars start to appear, at first you're probably just going to have a couple, and it's going to look like you're looking out and there's a couple stars out in space. And then as you keep practicing, there's going to be a lot more. You're going to have a lot more stars come. And then I always say it starts to look like a solar system because there's just so much going on. You'll have like all these stars everywhere. Well, when you get all those stars, you want to really stare at them, okay? And you want to smile and be happy. And you may see a benefit from squinching your nose a little bit and making a funny face. All of these things that we encourage you to do when you're developing your real-time sight. Once it is open, and you've been doing it for just a little bit of time, it does not take long at all. You do not have to do that stuff anymore. For example, I've been doing this a little over 3.5 months. I can take a mask, I can just put it on. I immediately see. I don't have to smile, even though I usually do. I don't have to. I don't have to make a funny face. I don't have to do any of that stuff, okay? So it is definitely a development process. Now, one of the key factors to opening your real-time sight is a contrast of light. Personally, I think it works best if you're sitting in a well-lit room and you have a window and you can open the blinds and let the sun come in. You don't want to directly face the window at first. I think to the side of you is probably ideal, but you want it so that you can turn and look toward it also, because that light, you're going to see how that contrast of light will likely make those pinholes connect and open up, and then you will have a real-time window so that you can see the room in real time, just like you do with your physical eyes, okay? So the very next thing that's going to happen is your analytical mind is going to go completely crazy. It's going to now tell you that you are cheating. Um, One of the things that I've been getting a lot in my voicemails that I've been getting from people is I've figured out a way to see through the foam. So the Mindfold, which I do recommend that you begin training with either the Mindfold or the Manta, but the Mindfold has foam, right? So it's funny to me when people say this because number one, it's your analytical mind, okay? You are not seeing with your physical eyes. You are seeing with your real time sight. What is happening is you're going through a process called dermal activation. This process also goes by other names as well, but if you like to look in the files of our group, I have several documents on this. You can study it. But dermal activation is the process where you begin to see out of a different place on your skin. So it doesn't have to be from your eyes. It can be from your hands. It can be from your feet. It can be from the back of your head. It can be from the top of your head. But I'm going to tell you that 9 times out of 10, I believe that it comes right here. And when it comes right there, I think that is when people go crazy. Their analytical mind steps up and says, "You're cheating, okay? You figured out a way to see through the mask," which is funny because, yes, you did. You figured out a way to see through the mask without your physical eyes, okay? But what you are doing is using that dermal activation, that real time sight is activating. And most likely it's going to be between your eyes and most likely on your nose. And not always. There's people that see from all different places. I've had children that can read behind their head. Okay. Myself, I just recently got a window that's opening here. So I know that you can see all these different places. Okay. Um, but that is why your analytical mind usually goes crazy. So my advice would be to, I know this is hard, but ignore it. Ignore it. Let it go. Just say, you know what? This is a process. I'm going to keep going. I got this. And be excited and have fun with the development process and just release that analytical mind. Let it go. Because what's going to happen as you keep going, that window is going to get bigger. It's going to grow. You're going to be able to wear patches and a mask and multiple masks and do all these cool tricks, okay? And then your analytical mind is really going to take a seat. Well, it's still going to creep in. Believe it or not, there's been times where I had on eye patches and 2 masks at the same time, and I'm reading, and my analytical mind is trying to ask me what I'm doing. Is trying to say, I think you found a way to do this without or with your physical eyes. I'm like, are you? And I just laugh, really. I'm like, seriously? So just be aware that it keeps going. You know, especially if you are very left brained and you have that strong logical mind, you're definitely going to have to learn to silence it really well, okay? So I hope this video helped you today. I want to keep it short. If you've got any comments, please leave them leave them below. Any questions, I will definitely come back and answer those. And I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you.